everyone, it's Past Point One Comics. My name is Efren. So it's been a while since I've shown you some recent pickups. Most of the time, my videos I've been doing interviews. I recently interviewed Tony Fleece from Stray Dogs. I'll put the link to that video. Stray Dogs is a really great book. If you haven't been reading it, I recommend it. If you've noticed, I'm at a different location. It's still in my house. I decided to mix things up a little bit, see what happens. Hopefully the lighting will come out okay. I'm not sure. I'm near a window right over here and I have lighting here. So hopefully the balance is good enough for this video. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done a video just regarding comic books. But before I go any further, I just want to put a couple of more of my 2 cents in regarding CGC. I recently heard that they have increased their turnaround time again, so it's just longer. And I myself, who doesn't want good customer service? We pay so much money to get these books encapsulated, and then they raised the price recently for yearly subscriptions. They cut the discount, off. Also, I think it's just 10% now. And to me, I think I'm going to start sending more of my books to CBCS, my normal modern books. I know people always say, you get more bang for your buck from CGC, but to me, it's just taking too long and it's not worth it. So I'm giving CBCS more of a try now. I'm not saying that I'm not going to go to CGC. If I ever get any modern or holy grails, I probably will send it to CGC, but I will expedite it as much as possible. Heck, if I get Hulk 1, X-Men, Avengers, first Thor, Iron Man, I may fly down to Florida, take a vacation, and just hand them in and tell them I want these back as soon as possible. I know they do speed service, so I may even do that if I ever get those grails, because I got one of them, and I'm going to show that to you later on today. These are, like I said, I'm starting to more focus on modern and what I consider my own holy grails. I'm old enough to have been around when these comic books first came out. Of course, I was a small kid, but I was around the 60s. And I wish that I would have gotten these books back in the day. Oh, excuse me, my little dog is here. She wants to come up. So, this is my dog, Kaya, my faithful little dog. She shows her face. But first, I want to show you some recent pickups. Now, these books I have gotten from JT Ripple Pressing and Recasters. They do a weekly show on Wednesdays. I even hosted it one day, so it was pretty awesome. Thanks again, guys, for letting me host. And they come out with books that have come out Wednesday, which is New Comic Book Day, and then they do a live sale. So I was able to host one time because Recasters wanted to take a break. So thanks for that. And I also got them from Gmart Comics and TFAW. So the first one is Something is Killing the Children, #1. I believe this is a 5th print. This is by Boom Studios. And as usual, I have the comic book over here or over here. I gotta decide which is better looking in post-production. Next one is from Image Comics. It's Shade Craft #1. Next up, we have Robin #1 from DC Comic Books. You may hear my birds as usual, my co-host on a normal basis. This is Batman 0 Point Fortnite #1. My next video I may be at a different location, so I'm just going to try different locations. So like I said, just mix things up. This is Black Widow #6. I like this cover. I think it's by Alex Ross. Captain Marvel 28 Sorcerer Supreme ? What the heck is going on here? Where's Stephen Strange? Catwoman #30. This is by Jenny Frison. Cult of Dracula #2. I believe this is by Shannon Mayer. And these are normally priced books. I am trying to get away from store variants. They're so expensive, and I'm just trying to focus on regularly priced books and hopefully find a good gems that are in that, you know. So I've been taking my time, going over previews every month and picking out which ones that I think are, you know, good. And hopefully they will be good, you know, when they come out in 2 or 3 months. Regardless, when it comes to Scotty Young, I'm getting the book no matter what. And this is the Mighty Valkyries #1. This is The Many Deaths of Layla Starr by Boom Studios #1. And yes, I'm still reading my books. I take time to read these books. I don't just buy them to buy them and just store them away. Put them away in the vault, as I say. No, I read them. This is Geiger #1. I like this one because it's like a mushroom bomb, but you can see like the face of a skeleton or a skull right here. You will in post-production, like I said, when I put the comic books right next to me. This is Geiger #1, and I believe this one glows in the dark. Next up is the Department of Truth issue #8. Next up is X-Force #19. The reason I picked this one is because it has Jean Grey. She's kneeling down, but looks like she's got like a extreme pain in her head, or probably like a headache or something. And in her hair, you see all these different characters, but they look like they look evil looking. There's Wolverine. One of them for sure is Wolverine, and I can't make out the rest. But it looks evil looking cover, in my opinion. Way of X #1, another Scotty Young book. And another Scotty Young book. Scotty Young, I know like 99% of his books come from Marvel, but this one is from Image Comics. So it's the Department of Truth, but it's a Scotty Young book cover. Stray Dogs #3. Like I said, I interviewed Tony Fleece on my channel. It was a great interview. This book is awesome. It's a dog's point of view. They've been basically taken by a serial killer, and this killer has been killing all their owners. And it goes from there. This is cover #3. It's a 5-issue limited series, and this is my book of the month, of the last few months. I really like this story. So, you know, obviously I recommend it. The last of the new books that I've gotten, this is Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. It's the 40th anniversary cover by Chris Sprouse. I just thought it was an awesome looking cover, and I had to get this one. And I got about two or three of these. Star Wars is Star Wars. I mean, enough said, so to speak. So this is the last of my recent pickups. I've decided that I'm going to start going after as many what I consider modern. Oh, before I do that, I got 2 more CGC books I want to show you. Let me get my stand ready here. These is Wonder Woman number 763 and 765. They were signed by Joshua Middleton. I just really like this cover. Hopefully you'll see it without too much of a glare. These are both basically headshots of Wonder Woman. And here is the next one. So, like I said, these covers just grabbed my attention and I decided to get them. Now, as I was saying, I've decided to get as many. I'm always looking out for them, but I really try to put an effort into getting what I consider modern grails and holy grails. I know they're more expensive, and I've always said, you know, I want this book, but when? So I decided to get them. And the first one is Black Panther #1. Is signed by J. Scott Campbell. And I got these all from these ones I'm showing you right now. I got them all from the same place, that Spider-Man booth. He was on eBay, and I won these, and then I found out that he lives in the general area where I live, and so I actually went to just go pick them up. And I said, "Can I just come get them?" And he was okay with that. So thank you very much. They get better here. This next one is Edge of Spider-Verse #2. It's signed by Stan Lee. This one to me has been like a ghost, and it was on sale, and I had to bid on it, and I just told him, "Hey, I'm bidding on these. If I win, I'm gonna come get them," and I did. And while I was there talking with him, he says, "I have some other books if you're interested in." And I just gave a big sigh. I was like, "What do you got?" So this one I have already, but not in this grade. It's the Amazing Spider-Man number 300, 9.8, signed by Todd McFarlane. The highest grade I have is a 9.4. There's a 9.8, and he gave me a good, really good, fair deal, so I just bought that. While I was there, he goes, "Hey, I have this book if you're interested in." I was like, "Oh my God, this is like one of my holy grails." Like the other ones I said were Hulk 1, Iron Man 1, the very first Iron Man, Tale of Suspense, Journey into Mystery, Thor, Fantastic Four, X-Men. Before I show you what I got, I do have one more, but I don't have it with me. I won it on eBay, and the person who sold it, I know him, and he knows my cousin. And I said, "Hey, can you leave it at his house?" And he said, "Yes." It's giant size X-Men #1. It came out at 7.5. I'll show a picture of it here. So it's mine, but I don't have it here. I just wanted him to hand it to my cousin and skip, sending it over by a postal service. So I'll be getting it in a little while. Now, this next book, like I said, this is one of my holy grails that I've always wanted, and it's always been out of my reach. I've been fortunate enough to get it now. And when it first came out, I was like maybe 3 or 4 years old, so obviously I didn't know it was available, and I wish I did, but obviously I didn't. So here it is, without much further ado, is Amazing Fantasy number 15, the very first Spider-Man. Yeah, I just said, it's time. I want this book. When am I ever going to get this book? And I'm on the hunt for those other books. I don't know if I'm ever going to get them. I'm going to start selling more of my books, hopefully to save up money from those books that I'm going to be selling to hopefully buy another, what I consider a holy grail. I'm done, like I said, knock on wood, trying to every month, these books come out that are exclusives from certain stores, and it's fine. I have nothing against them. I'm just really trying to save up my money to start going after my holy or modern grails, and I know I'm going to be selling books to achieve that, hopefully. And speaking of that, this upcoming Sunday, I believe it's like the 24th or 25th, about 5 p.m. on YouTube, I'm going to be selling some of my comic books along with some other sellers. I'll put the link in the description, or I'll pin it once it becomes available. So if anybody wants to bid on my books or my fellow collectors, we will all be selling books. It's called Samurai Sunday. I asked them if I could join, and they were, considerate enough or nice enough to let me join. So like I said, I have so many books that I'm just going to start selling, because I want to go after my holy grails. My only thing is I got to hold off from buying exclusives or variants that come out every week, it seems like, because that takes away from my goal. I will still be buying normally priced books, but even that I'm going to ease off a little bit and just start selling my books, and hopefully it's an adventure, and I will let you know, what happens when I get them. If I get them, hopefully I will. So these are all the books, like I said, that I have available. That I've bought recently. I got my one holy grail down. I have some other ones too. But this one I've always wanted, and I got it. I showed it to my cousin. He started like his jaw dropped. I made him close his eyes, and I go, "Okay, open them." And he couldn't believe that I bought it. So once again, my name is Efren, Passpoint One Comics. Whomever watches my videos, this is a passion of my life, obviously, that I've been collecting since I was 10 years old. And if you watch my videos, I really appreciate it. If you want to share with anybody, I'll appreciate it even more. So once again, this is Efren. Everybody be safe and take care.